NBA 2K19 video. We are teaching, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you some shooting tips that you may need to use in NBA 2K19, on my career, playing online, on my team, anything you want to use it for, but, mostly my career. So yeah, we'll show you how to do it. Oh, guys, you may be wondering, Lamar, why is your voice so? Well, either I'm hitting puberty, or I'm coming up with an illness. So if this keeps on happening, then I may be coming up with a puberty. I may be hitting puberty. So yeah, let's get into the video. Now the first tip you want to know is getting open. Now getting open is a special thing. So for example, say that a defender is guarding you tightly, you can't just push out and pass it. You're gonna need to get open. If you have a microphone, you may give your team a first screen. Get some assists. Probably sauce them up like what the drill moves I'm doing. Those are pretty good tips. It's really good to just get open. So yeah, something like that. Another tip that I want to let you guys know about is your of course your feet, your movement. Now what I mean about movement, you may be thinking, well, I know what movement is. It's taking a shower movement. That doesn't help at all. That's not what I'm goddamn it. That's not what I'm freaking talking about. I didn't mean to say a curse word. Alright, hold up. So yeah, what I mean about movement is how your feet work. So for example, say that you're getting open. I'm gonna show you what it's like. So for example, say that I'm right here to the corner, but my defender is in front of me. So I'm trying to actually get over to him. So I gotta run. And if I just take a movement shot and I forget to let go, okay, I did not mean to make that. I meant to miss it. But so for example, say that I'm moving, and I take the shot. See, that was an obvious break. Now, for example, if you're not like that much of a shot creator, or if you are a shot creator, you probably don't need to do what you use my tip, but it's best too for any build, for like any shooting build, stuff like that. But anyway, so for example, but this time, what if I'm running downtown and I remember I let go of sprint, and instead of with the shot, hit the J. Now, what I was doing, a lot of people forget that. I think that a lot of people forget to do is that when they're getting open, a lot of people usually like to hold sprint to get open, but they usually forget to let go of sprint or forget to let go of the left stick. So for example, if I'm still holding sprint and I let go of the left stick, I still take a moving shot, but if I'm holding sprint, I let go of sprint, but forgot to let go of the left stick, I still take a moving shot. I wasn't supposed to make that. I'm not sure how I'm making these. I am a really, really low shooting ability. So yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, so if you hold sprint, let go, and then take the shot, it became a standing jumper. So you gotta remember to let go of sprint and left stick. So as soon as you hit that peak of where you're open, and let go of the left stick, take the jumper, buckets. So yeah, basically what I'm saying is that when you're open, make sure you stop holding sprint and stop moving, so it will result in a standing jumper, giving you a shot. Now the reason why I'm telling you this is because if you don't know already, standing jumpers have a higher chance of making it than moving jumpers, because moving jumpers, they're of course moving, so it has a harder chance to aim, and if you aim at your right spot, the ball may actually move any direction. So yeah. The next thing is your jumper time. Now, as you can see, I'm not playing online, I'm playing on loan, but if I was playing online, I would have to time my jumper uh, a bit earlier. So I'm not even talking about like very early stuff like that. I'm talking about like as soon as there. So if you haven't played online before, if you don't have like an online account and somehow you're watching YouTube or you just got an account or something like that and you're playing online, you gotta always make sure to release at a late moment or release at an early moment. Because if you release at an early moment, then if you release at like that point, it'll keep moving and turn to a green. So it'll keep moving for a short amount of time. So like release about like right there, and then it should turn up to have a high percentage shot. So as you can see, you gotta release at like the point where it's that early, not like really like early, like very early tip. That would result in pretty much a miss. So like you gotta release it like kind of where I am, or like something like that. That would be better. So that way, it'll have a higher chance of making a shot. But anyway, next. The next tip is your jumper type. Now you gotta remember your jumper type isn't just a small thing. It can actually be really important to shooting to make shots. Now, for example, you can't just pick like a random jumper and be like, oh, I picked a good. Oh, my jumper doesn't matter, so I'm just gonna pick a random jumper. I'll just pick Giannis Antetokounmpo, freaking Kyrie Irving, LeBron James. No, you can't be picking it like that, because actually you may end up with a trash jumper, and you're just going to miss everything, like for real. So for example, I have the Stephen Curry jumper. This jumper is pretty fire. I'm literally making almost everything. But I am hitting some shots a lot. Now I want to let you know I am a playmaking sharpshooter. So I am actually, and I am at an 88 or an 87 shooting ability. I am still hitting some shots though. I am left-handed, but I am still hitting shots. I think it was better if I just made it right-handed. That would be a bit better. But see, green, I am making a lot of shots in a row. So I think it's better if you literally just pick the jumper you think will be better for you. Or you can actually see up a tutorial online of which the best jumper on a station. Any jumper. You can't just pick any jumper. Like I said, you may end up with a trash jumper, but if you want to be you and just pick a random jumper, then have fun missing your shots. Just saying. The next tip is getting open. Getting open is a really important thing. So, for example, I think I just said getting open. The next one is your catch and shoot. Your catch and shoot, it may actually be your best ability. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna get a front right now. Something invite. Let me just invite some random people like Devin Booker. I can't invite friends. Now you already know what I'm talking about is your open point and your jumper. This may sound like, oh, what are you talking about? Like, getting open is very easy. No, it isn't. Getting open is actually pretty complicated. For example, when I say getting open, I'm talking about your catch and shoot. If I didn't just say that, but your catch and shoot is really well. If you have like a goal or Hall of Fame catch and shoot, you're gonna be making some shots. I have goal catch and shoot, so every time I get the ball off the catch, and I'm open. You already know I'll be making those jumpers. So, but for example, I have a pretty hard time getting open for the catch and shoot. So you're going to want to try your best to get open. What I just do, I just call screens so that way I can get open. Then call for the ball. Usually, sometimes I do stupid stuff like I call for the ball when I can test it and stuff like that, like stupid stuff like that. But you know, it's pretty stupid. But you know, you should usually have to, you know, I be making shots, but you can't be like be risking it like that. Like just take your rare jumpers. You don't want to. I don't like risky stuff, so yeah, you don't want to take a risk and stuff like that. So yeah. Next step is your. Next tip is where your defender is. Now your defender can be like different spots, like you know, behind you, in front of you, beside of you, you know, tips are like that. But the best tips are behind. The best places, the best timing to take a shot is when your defender is behind you or at the side. The reason why is because Mike Wang just sent a tweet to people that now in 2K19, when your defender is behind you or at the side of you, it's going to count as an open shot. Because, you know, that's how it usually works in real life. You got to give a big shout out to Michael Wang for sending that tweet. You know, it was pretty cool, but hey, what I'm talking about is that, oh, could I forget to say anyway? Anyway, what I'm talking about is that when your defender is behind you, that when your defender is behind you or at the side of you, that's the best chance to take a shot. Because he said when your defender is behind you, he actually said the defender is behind you. And count as a side is really close to being behind someone. So yeah, they added that feature. So when your defender is like really behind you, you're like on a fast break and you see him really behind you, you can take a fadeaway all you want or any type of jumper. I wouldn't say a moving jumper, but you know, you can take any jumper you want. A shot creating jumper, you know, a moving shot, you know, shots like what you want to say. I'm not gonna lie, it's your choice. So, you know, it doesn't matter what you do, but you know. I'm still saying that when your defender is behind you or the side of you, that's the best chance to take a shot. Because your defender is behind you or side of you, like I said again, he implemented that into the game. Give him another big shout out. So yeah, that's it. Another thing is, of course, your stamina. Some of you may already know this, but the lower your stamina is, the lower the chance to make a shot. So as you can see, since I'm on practice mode on my career or just in my court, just shooting around, I don't have a stamina bar, but when you do, you're playing in game, you have to make sure that stamina bar is freshly clean. You gotta make sure it's filled to the brim, you know, stuff like that. You can't just be taking random shots when your stamina bar isn't open, especially now when your stamina bar is blinking red. That would just be the worst thing ever. Not to mention completely stupid. So make sure not to do that. That would just be idiotic, you know, stuff like that. Now, just make sure that you don't take it when your stamina bar is low, because, like I said, because you're gonna want to keep your stamina really high. So that way it gives you the highest chance to take it. So if your stamina is the highest points that you guys can reach, then go ahead and take the jumper if you're open. I mean, it's obviously going in if your stamina is really high. You're a good shooter like me, so yeah. And the final thing is your jump shot. Is your jumper speed. Now you may be thinking, jumper speed? What are you talking about? Like releasing speed? No. He implemented a thing where if you actually do it as soon as your character releases it, it'll end up being the green, you know, just like that. So make sure that you do that, because that will lead to a jump. It's an obvious bucket, you know, stuff like that. And if it leaves an obvious bucket, you already know it leaves an obvious. You already know that's good for you. So you gotta make sure that or that your jumper is speedy. The reason why you gotta make sure your jumper is speedy is, of course, because if your jumper is fast, then defenders will have a defenders will have the defender will have less time to get to you before you hit your jumper. So you gotta make sure that you need to get a good jumper. Like I said, I'm at the Stephen Curry jumper. His jumper is pretty fast. I wonder if he'd be hitting those shots like that, but his jumper is pretty fast. You can go with it. But one thing I would like to do a thing where like I would create just entirely his jumper. Just make everything base Stephen Curry 100%. And mixing, stuff like that. And then literally what I would do, I would just send the speed to 100%. Like literally that's what I would do. So that way defenders will have a lower time to get into me, but you can do whatever you want to. So like I said, quicker speed, lower speed equals no shot. Because then they have a lower time to contest you or block you, stuff like that. So just make sure that you have a quick jumper. So yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. Oh, like I said, these tips are important for shooting because, shooting is for, scoring. Shooting is the most important way of scoring instead of dunking and just, taking layups, So, yeah. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. And I'll see you guys in the flesh. Goodbye, everybody. Keep on gaming.